Once again, we are live from Dubai International. Today is 6th of July 2026. Yeah, 6th of July 2026. Kampala city after heavy rains today. Anyway, we are now live from Dubai International. Dubai is an international business and commercial hub, a best city, a safe city in the world. You can walk around 24 hours anywhere in Dubai, anywhere in UAE. You will be safe and sound. There will be no any safety issue, no any criminal issue. So we are also live from Dubai International. Hey, Brenda Path Journey. Hello, how are you? So one of our viewer already sending the question and the feedback in the comments. Brenda Path Journey. Hello, how are you? Where are you? Let me know your city, your country, your information about yourself. Send me any of your questions. If you want to ask about me, about my t-shirt, about Bobby Wine, my brother, about anything else, about Dubai, about Pakistan, as I'm from Pakistan. But now I'm in Uganda. I am Ugandan. Anyway, we are all Ugandan. We are all fighting for freedom. We are all supporting Bobby Wine. We are all waiting for the fall of dictator Museveni. Hello, Brenda Path Journey. Let me know, please, where are you now? Which country or which city? You want to ask any other questions? Send me here in the comments. I am waiting. You are always welcome from anywhere in the world, from anywhere in Africa, in Asia, or anywhere. You are welcome. Let's see the latest news from Khalij Times. Khalij Times is the latest news, is the official newspaper from Dubai and UAE. So it says that second fatality of gas cylinder blast in Dubai car showroom. Sad news, 2 days earlier, this accident happened and it's now confirmed 2 deaths. Cameroonian national, oh my God, African guy. Cameroonian national has been identified as the second fatality of the gas cylinder blast in the car showroom in Dubai's Al Quoz area. A social worker confirmed to the Khalij Times. The man identified as NB was a part-time worker in the area. It is not clear whether he was working at the car dealership where the blast took place or at any of the surrounding garages. On Wednesday evening, NB's brother emailed Khalij Times expressing his exhaustion and anxiousness that he was unable to get in touch with his brother. I am worried much about the explosion, he wrote in his email. So this is a sad news from Dubai. Let's see the next news. Israel strikes several sites in Lebanon. Dubai customs exempt goods worth up to blah blah blah. From its adoption to institutional readiness, new tax, UAE sets Dirham 1 per million minimum excise price on. Dubai car showroom shut until further notice after deadly gas cylinder blast. Abu Dhabi court postpones hearing in Sudan weapons and case. UAE blocks over 14,000 websites during FIFA World Cup. Sheikh Zayed will remain immortal in Dubai's UAE's memory, Dubai ruler. Let's see this news. UAE leaders celebrate Sheikh Zayed's vision on Founding Fathers' 60th Accession Day. So today is the 60th Accession Day of Sheikh Zayed. August 6 marks a historic day in the journey of UAE as a nation. It is the day the UAE's founding father, late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, assumed the leadership of the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, a landmark moment that transformed the course of the nation's history. On the 60th anniversary of this momentous occasion, UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan celebrated the founding fathers' legacy. Today marks the 60th anniversary of the accession of the UAE's founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed, a ruler of Abu Dhabi, on 6 August 1966. 6 August 1966. So on this historic milestone, we recall the beginnings that nurture our collective journey of progress and laid the foundations of the Union, Sheikh Mohammed said in a post on X. Inspired by Sheikh Zayed's leadership and vision, we will continue to advance his enduring belief that people must always be placed at the heart of efforts to build a sustained and prosperous future of our nation. So, after Sheikh Zayed's accession, the UAE's development journey began to take shape. So, with the union forming shortly after on December 2, 1971 under his leadership, Sheikh Zayed succeeded in achieving his people's aspirations for unity and stability. As a result of his exceptional leadership, the UAE was able to make great strides in its development journey. So Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, ruler of Dubai, Vice President and Prime Minister of UAE, in his post remembering Sheikh Zayed, wrote, "Life has taught me that Sheikh Zayed was not merely a leader or a statesman, he was a profound idea." So there are great leaders who build nations, and so today is a very important day for UAE actually. Today is very important day for UAE. There are great leaders who build nations, and there are great thinkers and reformers who shape people. Sheikh Zayed did both. He built a nation, nurtured its people, and forged a deep and enduring bond between the people and their homeland. UAE Vice President Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan to pay tribute to the founding father in the social media post.
हेलो सर एक्सक्यूज मी आपने श्री मोबाइल सबको फॉलो किया है
Sorry?
श्री मोबाइल दुबई को फॉलो किया है
Stream wall.
श्री मोबाइल
What's the name?
श्री मोबाइल दुबई
Not yet, not yet.
नॉट यet थैंक यू सर कैन
I
यू
don't know about that. I will follow it.
ओके ओके फॉलो
YouTube or TikTok?
टिकटॉक
YouTube or TikTok?
टिकटॉक
TikTok. Oh.
Yeah.
I am already having a lot of following
ओके
on TikTok. Mr. KD. See? I have you
Okay.
from Nepal?
या आई
Yeah, I have
एम
Nepal flag also. So give me the name, please. TikTok.
एस एच
I'm also a TikToker. See my account.
ओके
Mr.
वाओ
KD, I have which following?
ओके ओके
Let me
फर्स्ट शॉट
search your
या
what's
एस
your-
एच
SH
आर डबल ई
RW.
MOBILE मोबाइल दुबई
Okay, she mobile. This one?
या
Welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I will give you a gifted, okay, for a mobile shop.
Okay.
Can you
thank
choose?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I will start rewarding also my community. I'm YouTuber and TikToker. Very soon you will see me all over UAE and GCC. I'm gonna crazy viral all over Africa due to my unique T-shirt. All Africa flags, Nepal flags here. See?
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Thank
calling
you,
in our
thank you,
shop.
thank you. Where is the shop actually?
We are Marina Bazar, Hobby Bank opposite side.
Welcome, welcome. So
Thank you
I
so
will
much.
visit there.
Okay, okay. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
sir.
thank you. I'm lucky.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. So there was one team from mobile shop. They give me the gift here. Some earplugs, headphone, wire headphone. Anyway, gift is gift. Whatever it is, gift is gift. Shri Mobile. Anyway, we are just reading the news from the Khalij Times. It says that 6 decades ago, a remarkable journey began in Abu Dhabi under the leadership of a man who believed that the future is built through determination and hard work, and the people are a nation's greatest investment. On the anniversary of the founding father, so today is accession day of UAE. So that's a great news actually. What's going on? The phone is locking very fast. So it says that what it says that I am a little bit busy today. It says that on the anniversary of the founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, may God rest, assuming the leadership of Abu Dhabi, we reflect on a national legacy that sparked a continuously journey of the progress and established enduring values that will continue to guide the UAE's path for generations to come, he wrote. Dr. Anwar Gargash, diplomatic advice to UAE President, also commemorated Sheikh Zayed's accession day, remembering him as an inspiring leader. The UAE's journey is marked by many defining milestones, with August 6 standing among the most significant. It commemorates the day Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, may God rest his soul, assumed the leadership of Abu Dhabi. From the determination and vision of a remarkable leader emerged a blessed renaissance and successful, inspiring development model that has become an example for others to follow. This anniversary is an opportunity to reflect on a legacy of generosity, progress, and visionary leadership that laid the foundation of the Union and shaped the future of the UAE. The Zayed National Museum shared a rare photo of Sheikh Zayed addressing the people shortly after assuming leadership, terming it a defining moment, and reflected the clarity of his vision and the principles that would underpin the UAE's progress and development. So this is really great news today. The accession day of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the founding father of UAE, the founding leader and founding father of UAE. He was a great leader and he will be remembered in the history of UAE forever. Next news is we will read this news. Let's see some news regarding Etihad resumed flight to Bahrain and Kuwait after weeks of suspension. General manager at Baxter. Why? Record transaction and global brands at Fuel Abu Dhabi. Dubai Customs foil attack 460 grams of gold melted and hidden in. News from Dubai. We have to upload some video. We need commentary also. So Dubai Customs have filed an attempt to smuggle 460 grams of 24 karat raw gold, the authorities said on Thursday. Raw gold. Accession day, actually we need some news. So the gold was shaped into thin rods and concealed within the frame of a suitcase to evade detection. People are just nonsense. They cannot dodge Dubai Customs. Dubai Customs is very fast. So UAE well positioned to connect Islamic capital with high growth markets, says Standard Chartered. 2 minutes. Where is the 2 minutes? We need some 2 minutes music. So Standard Chartered statement today. It says that the Standard Chartered says the country can connect nearly $6 trillion in global Islamic finance assets with opportunities across Asia and Africa. The UAE is well placed to connect Islamic capital with high growth markets as the global Islamic finance industry approaches $6 trillion in assets, according to Standard Chartered. Only 6% of global sukuk capital currently reaches South Asia and Africa, highlighting substantial scope to direct more Sharia compliance funding towards emerging economies, the bank said in its latest report. The report, Islamic Banking for Financial Institutions, the Islamic Finance Connector era, said the industry next phase would be shaped by its ability to mobilize liquidity, support trade, and link investment opportunities across the borders. Accession Day. Access. Double C, founding for the 60th Accession Day. UAE's founding fathers' 60th accession day today. August 1966, 60th Accession Day. August 2026. We are awaiting your questions, your feedback, your information. Sheikh Zayed, Sheikh Zayed, founding father. Standard Chartered said the strong financial, trade and digital connection would be needed to move Islamic capital more efficiently between markets. You should better change some. Just send me your questions. I am waiting for your questions. Waiting for your feedback. And also I am uploading some videos. That's why I have to do something so that we can have this video available for our community, for our followers all over the UAE, all over the world, sorry, not only UAE, all over the world. So this is the report from the bank Standard Chartered. The bank said the UAE's location between East and West, combined with its role as a regional financial and trade hub, position it to connect capital flows across the GCC, Europe, Asia and Africa. The country's expanding digital finance ecosystem and regulatory frameworks for virtual and digital assets are also strengthening the infrastructure needed to support across cross-border investment. There is National Strategy for Islamic Finance and Law Industry 2031 seeks to reinforce the country's status as a global Islamic finance center by expanding Islamic capital market and increasing domestic Islamic banking assets. Yeah. Manu? Come. Come. So we are just busy. We are almost recorded half an hour today without having proper attention. Anyway. now is the time to. Why too much light? Sometimes the light is getting too much. Let's make the light dim. People are asking questions on TikTok very fast, but on YouTube very slow. So liquidity must connect with opportunity. Khurram Hilal, CEO of Group Islamic Banking at Standard Chartered, said Islamic finance was becoming an increasingly important enabler of cross-border trade and investment, as its role in facilitating trade, investment, and capital flows continues to grow. Institutions need to recognize financing structures and operational capabilities that enable Sharia-compliant capital to move seamlessly across the borders. Wow, that's great. So the digital infrastructure expands access. It says that the digital infrastructure expands access. The report highlights the potential of tokenization, digital asset, and payment infrastructure to improve cross-border capital mobilization and have broadened investor access. It said oh my goodness. Financial institutions should move beyond treating Islamic banking as a standalone product and develop abilities that connect investors, clients, and markets across several jurisdictions. Standard Chartered said the UAE could play a central role in this transition by channeling Islam towards investment opportunities access across the GCC. So let's back to the news. The UAE accession day today, the 60th accession day of the founding father of UAE, Sheikh Zayed, 60th accession day since August 6, 1966. Yes, 1966. Let's back to the same news. So story is there still. So today is the 60th accession day. UAE leaders celebrate Sheikh Zayed's vision on founding father's 60th accession day. Today is the 60th accession day. Then it was 6 August 1966. 4 and 60th. Sure, 60th. 30 and 20, 50 plus 6. 60th accession day. That's great news today. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, ruler of Dubai and Vice President and Prime Minister of UAE, in his post remembering Sheikh Zayed wrote, "Life has taught me that Sheikh Zayed was not merely a leader or a statesman, but he was a profound idea There are great leaders who build nations, and there are great thinkers and reformers who shape people. Sheikh Zayed did both. He built a nation, nurtured its people, and forged a deep and enduring bond between the people and their homeland. Sheikh Zayed will forever remain immortal in the memory of the nation and in the hearts of its people. UAE Vice President Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan too paid tribute to the founding father in a social media post. 6 decades ago, a remarkable journey began in Abu Dhabi under the leadership of a man who believed that the future is built through determination and hard work. And that people are a nation's greatest investment. On the anniversary of the founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, may God rest his soul in peace, assuming the leadership of Abu Dhabi, we reflect on a national legacy that sparked a continuous journey of progress and established enduring values that will continue to guide the UAE's path for generations to come. Dr. Anwar Gargash, diplomatic advisor to UAE President, also commemorated Sheikh Zayed's accession day, remembering him as an inspiring leader. The UAE's journey is marked by man-defining milestones, with August 6 standing among the most significant. It commemorates the day Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, may God rest his soul in peace, assumed the leadership of Abu Dhabi. From determination and vision of a remarkable leader emerged a blessed renaissance and a successful, inspiring development model that has become an example for others to follow. This anniversary is an opportunity to reflect on a legacy of generosity, progress, and visionary leadership that laid the foundations of the Union and shaped the future of the UAE. The Zayed National Museum shared a rare photo of Sheikh Zayed addressing the people shortly after assuming leadership, terming it a defining moment that reflected the clarity of his vision and principles that would underpin the UAE's progress and prosperity. So this was the news from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, UAE, that today the UAE leaders are celebrating Sheikh Zayed's vision on the founding father's 60th Accession Day on 6 June 1966 to 6 August 1966 to today 6 August 2026. Exactly 60 years. So let's see the next news. It says next news also, let's see from Khaleej Times if there is any latest. $80 million Dubai Creek Lights project starts under directive of Sheikh Hamdan. This news we read yesterday also. Let's see some more news here. This is latest. That the project features more than 5,000 lighting units and covers 6 key areas of Dubai. This will be exactly here in this area. We are also here in the Dubai Creek area now. 80 million dirham Dubai Creek Lights project starts under director of Sheikh Hamdan. The implementation of the Dubai Creek Lights project has started. Dubai Media Office report on Wednesday, August 5. Dubai municipality will begin the 80 million dirham project under the director of Sheikh Hamdan. Dubai Crown Prince, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defence of UAE and Chairman of the Executive Council of Dubai. The Dubai Creek's lights will create an integrated visual and urban experience extending across 8 kilometers. 8 kilometers, too much. The project, featuring more than 5,000 lighting units and covering 6 key areas, is scheduled for completion in the first quarter of 2027. So 6 months plus 3 months, almost 9 months. They will complete this project, Dubai Creek Lights projects. There are so many lighting coming in Dubai Creek area. The planned lighting scheme at the creek is designed to be visible from more than 1,500 feet above ground level. The area comprises Creek Quay, Creek Promenade and Gold Souk. At the Gold Souk, Creek Quay, Creek Promenade at the Gold Souk, the Creek entrance at Infinity Bridge, Al Shandagha Historic District, Bardbai Souk, and Al Sif Marina. In comments on the project, Badr and Wahi, CEO of the Public Facilities Agency, said at Dubai Municipality said that the lighting has been designed to highlight waterfronts, traditional markets, and historic buildings while ensuring visual comfort, enhancing pedestrian safety, and elevating the overall nightlife experience. Two other upcoming projects in Dubai. The lighting scheme at the creek was one of the three projects announced by Dubai on June 25 that aimed at enhancing the quality of life for residents across the emirate, besides a Falcon market and a new AI designed park that will soon be in the work. The Dubai Falcon market, which will be the first of its kind in the region, will be an avenue to celebrate Emirati culture with a future forward vision. Falcons have been pivotal to the local heritage, with Emiratis proudly taking on historic skills like falconry to promote their culture. It will include specialized retail outlets for falcons and related supplies, spaces for cultural and heritage events and activities, a fully integrated veterinary clinic, and a range of services and experience for visitors, all within an integrated urban environment that further strengthens Dubai's position as a global destination of culture, heritage, and innovation. The total area of the project is approximately 50,000 square feet with an estimated cost of around 50 million. As for the AI generated park, it will be the world's first AI designed park. This park will leverage AI and data and will be developed with community participation. The Emirate has unveiled a challenge to help design the park using AI, targeting designers and urban environment specialists, university students, and researchers, startups, and innovation leadership in the fields of AI technology and design. On Wednesday, August 5, the Dubai Municipality announced extending the submission deadline for the AI generated park challenge until September 21, 2026, following participants' requests. So this was the good news also from Dubai. New project starting, Dubai Lights, Creek Lights. So after 1 year, this creek area will be fully brightened with huge lighting projects. Let's see some last news from Khalij Times. Kuwait ordered closure of Iranian private school and revokes its educational license. Kuwait on Thursday revoked the educational license of the Iranian private school in the country, ordered its closure. The decision also cancels the school's renewed operating license and tasked the General Department of Private Education with implementing the procedure to close the institution. The Ministry of Education, Syed Jalal Al-Tabai, said that this decision was made in line with law regarding private education and public trust. The ministry also ordered the school to stop accepting new students from the 2026-27 academic year. Parents whose children are currently enrolled in the school will be informed and asked to transfer their children to other schools. This comes against the backdrop of flaring tensions in the region. Gulf states have borne the brunt of Tehran's attacks during the conflict, with Kuwait and Bahrain hit especially hard in recent weeks after a truce between the US and Iran. So, the next news is also from Khalij Times. Still, we are reading the Khalij Times. So now Sharjah real estate transactions are increasing. Shog's Open Fit Pro brings noise reduction to open ear earbuds. Let's see why the Dubai's coolest restaurants are keeping things simple. 5 places in and around Dubai to enjoy relaxing. Let's see this news. We already recorded 40 minutes, 20 minutes remaining. So scrolling has become second nature, whether it's checking Instagram over breakfast, replying to work message on the go, or watching just one more TikTok before bed. Many of us spend more time looking at our screens than we realize. That's why digital detoxing has become one of the biggest wellness trends in the recent years. A digital detox simply means taking a break from phones, social media, and constant notifications to focus on real life instead. While the trend first gained traction in 2010, it has found a new audience with Gen Z who are increasingly swapping endless scrolling for more mindful ways to spend their free time. Whether that's exploring nature, visiting wellness spaces, readiness, or simply spending quality time with friends and family, the goal isn't to give up technology altogether but to find a healthier balance. From mountain escape to wellness spots, Dubai offers plenty of places where switching off feels easy. Here are 5 simple options to disconnect and recharge. Al Qudra Lakes. Located around 40 minutes from downtown Dubai, Al Qudra Lakes is one of the city's most peaceful outdoor escapes. The man-made lakes are surrounded by desert and attract a variety of bird species, including flamingos, swans, and ducks at certain times of the year. The area is popular for cycling, picnics, camping, and sunset walks with plenty of open space to relax away from the city's fast pace. If you are planning to stay into the evening, Al Qudra is also one of Dubai's best stargazing spots thanks to its minimal light pollution. Number 2 is Seva Experience. Hidden away in Jumeirah, Seva Experience has become one of Dubai's best known wellness destinations. The leafy sanctuary offers yoga, meditation, breathwork, and sound healing sessions throughout the week, while its plant based cafe serves nourishing dishes in a tranquil garden setting. Whether you are joining a class or stopping by for breakfast, it's kind of place that encourages you to slow down and enjoy a quieter pace for life. Number 3 is Dubai Creek, where we are now. For a glimpse of Dubai before the skyscrapers, head to Dubai Creek. Once the heart of the city's trading industry, it remains one of the best places to experience old Dubai. Take a traditional Abra boat across the water, browse the nearby gold and spice souks, or wander through the historic neighborhoods at your own space. It's a reminder that some of Dubai's most memorable experiences come from its history rather than its high-tech attractions. Hatta Dubai, less than 2 hours from central Dubai. वो आज नहीं आया अफ्रीका वाला एक आदमी है ना इधर कल वो था. Less than 2 hours from central Dubai, Hatta offers a complete change of scenery surrounded by the Hajar Mountains. It's known for its turquoise dam, hiking trails, mountain biking routes, and kayaking experiences. Visitors can spend the day exploring the outdoors or extend the trip with a stay at one of the area's mountain lodges. Even in summer, Hatta remains a popular weekend escape thanks to its slightly cooler mountain air compared to the city heat. Number 5 is Sonara Camp. Set within the Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve, Sonara Camp offers an elevated take on the traditional desert safari. Guests can watch the sunset over the dunes before enjoying gourmet dining. इसमें ही करेगा? इसमें हो गया ना खड़ा? Guests can watch the sunset over the dunes before enjoying gourmet dining, live entertainment, wildlife encounters, and guided stargazing in the heart of the desert. It's an experience that showcases the beauty of the Dubai's natural landscape long after the sun goes down. So digital detoxing doesn't have the mean switching your phone off for days or escaping to a remote destination. Sometimes a few hours spent outdoors exploring somewhere new or simply taking a break from constant notifications is enough to reset. Whether you are after adventure, wellness, or a quiet moment in nature, these 5 spots offer on an easy way to recharge without venturing too far from the city. So this was also good news from healthy news from Dubai actually. Good news and healthy news. To escape the social media and enjoy the beautiful natural places here in Dubai and around Dubai. So it's almost over now, Khalid time. So let's see Gulf News. Gulf News is a official newspaper also from Dubai. Gulf News. It says that why Iran-Oman deal alone wouldn't reopen Strait of Hormuz. Houthis killed dozens of Saudi-backed Yemeni troops. Oh my God. This is sad news from Yemen. It says that US condemned Houthi attacks that killed Yemeni soldiers. The US mission to Yemen has expressed condolences to the families of Yemeni soldiers killed in the attacks in Hadramaut and Marib. In a post on X, the embassy condemned the attacks, blaming Iran-backed Houthi rebels and describing them as further acts of violence against the Yemeni people. The US mission also wished a speedy recovery of those injured in the attacks. Iran says the Oman deal alone wouldn't reopen Hormuz. Iran has made clear that its emerging maritime agreement with Oman will not by itself reopen the Strait of Hormuz to normal commercial shipping, saying the US must first meet a series of political and economic conditions before free navigation can resume. According to news reports, the clarification by Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Qasem Gharibabadi comes a day after the Tehran announced that it had agreed with Oman on the geographical route vessels would follow through the strategic waterway, raising hopes that one of the world's most important energy corridors could soon reopen. Modi and Netanyahu discussed India-Israel ties. Indian Prime Minister Modi said he held a phone conversation with Israel PM Modi Benjamin Netanyahu, during which the two leaders reviewed progress in the India-Israel spatial strategic partnership. Modi said the discussions also covered the current situation in West Asia, as regional tensions continue to remain a focus on international leaders. Houthis say attack on Yemen forces response to Saudi military buildup. Yemen's Iran-backed Houthis on Thursday said that they had attacked government positions in response to an alleged military buildup by neighboring Saudi Arabia, while medical sources said that at least 38 Yemeni troops were killed. Houthi military spokesman Yahya Sari accused the kingdom of a large Saudi military buildup to prepare for attacks. Therefore, our armed forces conducted a large-scale and precise military operation targeting Saudi enemy troop concentrations. India approves $2.5 billion scheme to boost biogas output. India approved a $2.5 billion biogas program to sharply expand domestic clean fuel production on Thursday after Middle East war shortage underscored dependence on energy imports. The South Asian nation, the world's third largest importer of the oil and gas, second largest buyer of the LPG, liquefied petroleum gas (LPG), has faced major disruptions due to the restrictions on the Strait of Hormuz, driven by conflict between the US and Iran. India consumes more than 30 million tons of LPG annually. 30 million tons of LPG annually, importing more than half its needs. A government statement released on Thursday said the latest national circular bio-energy scheme marks a defining moment in India's clean energy journey. So it will back waste collection, manure processing, and the expansion of existing biogas plants. It will transform the country's abundant agricultural inside cattle dung, pressed mud, sugarcane waste. It will transform the country's abundant agricultural residue, cattle dung, pressed mud, sugarcane waste, municipal organic waste, and other biomass resources into clean fuel, organic manure, rural income, and national economic value. Dozens of Yemeni forces dead, injured in Houthi attacks. Iran's acting defense minister asserts forces readiness to counter the threats. We are just 10 minutes away from closing our live on YouTube. Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Anyway, Iran's acting defense minister, Brigadier General Majid bin Raza, on Thursday exerted the country's military preparedness to counter external security threats, stating that the Iranian armed forces' readiness rely on its domestic defense sector. Every day, the signs of the enemy's erosion of power become more evident. However, our armed forces, relying on the country's defense industry, are fully equipped to respond to any threat. Official state news agency quoted Ibn Raza as saying in a post on his social media handle. Ibn Raza warned that nations seeking to purchase security and military superiority from foreign suppliers will soon discover that Iran's indigenous technology surpass all regional military hardware. The acting minister's remarks follow a fresh surge in tensions between Tehran and Washington, driven by US President Trump's latest warning of military action against Iran. Most Americans fear Iran war will fuel chaos. The majority of Americans believe the US war with Iran is making the Middle East less stable, with a new Reuters poll showing those expecting greater regional chaos outnumber those anticipating improved stability by 3 to 1. The 6-day survey found that 50% of respondents expect the conflict to destabilize the Middle East over the next year, compared with just 17% who believe it will bring more stability. The poll also highlights growing concerns over the economic impact of the conflict, with 58% of Americans expecting gasoline prices to rise further as disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz continue to affect global oil supplies. Kuwait orders closure of Iranian private school. We already read this news in the Khaleej time. Qatar Airways resumed Bahrain, Kuwait and Erbil flights. Qatar Airways will resume flights to 3 regional destinations from August 6, 8, restoring service to Bahrain, Kuwait and Erbil. Erbil is in Iraq, as it continues to rebuild its network. The airline announced on Wednesday that the scheduled flights to Bahrain, Erbil and Kuwait will resume on August 8, after tomorrow. The move will reconnect travelers with 3 key destinations across the Gulf and the wider region, offering more options for passengers traveling for business, leisure and family visits. UAE Arab Islamic foreign ministers issued joint statement on Gaza. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of the UAE, the State of Qatar and Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, the Republic of Indonesia, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, the Republic of Turkey, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the Arab Republic of Egypt expressed their strongest condemnation and denunciation of the ongoing Israel violation in the Gaza Strip. Okay. Particularly the targeting of healthcare facilities and medical infrastructure, and the continued loss of civilian lives, including women and children, in grave violation of international law, including international humanitarian law. Lebanon state media reports new Israeli strikes on South. Lebanese state media reported Israeli airstrikes and shelling overnight into Thursday morning after Israel announced its first military fatalities in more than a month as renewed hostilities flared. The strikes, which began Wednesday afternoon and were accompanied by the first evacuation warning in weeks, came as Israel and Lebanon took part in U.S. mediated talks in Rome, with Beirut seeking Israel's phased withdrawal from the south. Pakistan PM and Army Chief to visit Saudi Arabia August 6 to 8, Foreign Office. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Asim Munir will visit Saudi Arabia on August 6 to 8, the South Asian nation's Foreign Office said on Thursday. Although taking place against the backdrop of the heightened tensions in the Gulf, the visit will carry significance beyond the immediate crisis and short-term considerations, said Foreign Ministry spokesman Tahir Andrabi, whose government has been mediating to end the US-Iran war that has drawn in Gulf countries, including Saudi Arabia. Mediator Pakistan says hopes Hormuz agreement will lead to resumption of Iran-US talks. Pakistan hopes an agreement over the Strait of Hormuz will lead to the US and Iran resuming talks under a MOU. Islamabad helped mediate, the Foreign Office said on Thursday. We hope that the agreement on the strait will pave the way for continuing dialogue, particularly the resumption of technical level talks between Iran and the US. Tanker reports hearing explosions near Hormuz, crew vessel safe. 5 more minutes. The master of a tanker reported hearing 2 explosions while transiting the Strait of Hormuz about 9 nautical miles southeast of Qumzar, Oman, the UK Maritime Trade Organization said in a report issued late on Wednesday. The Time late report designated UKMTO warning 10726 and classified as an attack was received at 1980 UTC on August 26 from the vessel's master. The crew and vessel were confirmed safe with no environmental damage reported. Vessels were advised to transit with caution and report any suspicious activity to UKMTO. UKMTO, the Royal Navy linked center that monitors maritime security in the region, posted a warning on its official X account. Trump vows to hunt down leakers as he touts huge, massive US weapons stockpile. President Trump on Thursday said the US has massive amounts of military weapons and munitions and warned that people who disclose information about US weapon supplies could face legal consequences as questions persist over the strain that months of fighting with Iran has placed on American stockpile. Trump said the US was continuing to expand weapons production and rejected suggestions that American forces were running short of critical ammunition. He also lashed out at people he accused of making treasonous statements about US military capabilities. Trump said those responsible for leaking or disclosing sensitive information would be pursued, saying, "We are going to hunt them down." The remarks come as the Trump administration continues to balance military pressure on Iran with diplomatic efforts aimed at ending the conflict and stabilizing the region. His comments come amid an increasingly contentious debate in Washington over whether the U.S. has sufficient ammunition for a prolonged conflict. The U.S. has used large quantities of precision weapons, air defense interceptors, and other military equipment during the Iran war. By the time an April ceasefire took effect, U.S. forces had struck more than 13,000 targets across Iran and American air defense and intercepted more than 1,700 Iranian drones and ballistic missiles. Asian stocks mostly down with tech firm back under pressure. Communication with Supreme Leader Mujtaba very difficult at moment, Iran President. Iran President Peshkan said communication with the Iran Supreme Leader Mujtaba is very difficult at the moment, but his presence is a great strength for the country to continue its path. The US and Israel killed Iran's former Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei on February 28 out of desperation, expecting Iran to collapse after the brutal action, Peshkan said in an interview published on the website. Crude oil hovers a near $80 a barrel market, not celebrating yet. So oil prices were little changed early on Thursday, August 6, as markets weighed growing hopes for a US-Iran diplomatic breakthrough against continued uncertainty over the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most important oil shipping choke point. At about 9:54 a.m. Thursday in Tokyo, August 6, the market snapshot showed Brent crude at 79.38 a barrel, down 7 cents or 0.09%, while West Texas Intermediate was at $75.01, down 21 cents or 0.28%. The muted trading followed a sharp sell-off earlier in the week after Qatar said draft proposal for potential US-Iran agreement were being circulated. Brent plunged 5.3% on Tuesday to settle at 79, while WTI fell 5.7% to 75.77, both 3 weeks lower. The latest price action suggests that traders are pricing in a greater probability of a diplomatic solution, but not yet assuming that the crisis is over. AFRiCA briefs Italy's Tajani on latest Middle East diplomatic developments. So this is the last news and last minute. After that we will close. Iran Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has briefed his Italian counterpart Antonio on the latest diplomatic development between Iran and Oman during a phone call on Wednesday. Both ministers stressed the importance of continuing political and diplomatic consultations and regional cooperation to help reduce tension. Iran tightened its control over the Strait of Hormuz on February 28 following their joint US-Israeli strikes on Iranian territory. Iran responded with the missile and drone attacks targeting US military bases and facilities in the region and targets in Israel. The US military has imposed a naval blockade of Iranian ports in response to Iranian attacks on vessels in the Strait of Hormuz and aimed at degrading Iran's ability to threaten commercial shipping. So now is the time to close our live. See you tomorrow on the YouTube live. Keep supporting. We are here